Good morning. Good evening. Thank you all for being here. Is today a great day to be a Republican? I can't hear you. Is today a great day to be a Republican? In red Miami-Dade County, in 13 hours, the polls are going to be opening, and every single Republican needs to get out and vote. Polls will be open tomorrow from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I'm Kevin Cooper, chairman of the Republican Party of Miami-Dade County. It's my honor to welcome you to this incredible event as we support the next governor of the state of Florida, Byron Donalds. Now, I know, you know, and we all know that America is stronger, the world is safer, and Florida is more prosperous with Republicans in office. From Miami to Tallahassee, Tallahassee to Washington, our elected leaders are working incredibly hard to deliver on the change and on the promises that we've made, and they're doing it. No tax on tip, no tax on overtime. Right here in Florida, working to lower your property taxes, working to lower your homeowners insurance rates, and live out the American dream. With that, I want to introduce you to an incredible leader that we have right here in Sunny Isles, your own Mayor Larissa Svechin, who has been working so hard for the past 4 years to deliver real change and lead your city into the 21st century. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my high honor and privilege to introduce to you your Mayor, Larissa Svechin.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the most beautiful city in all of Miami-Dade County, Sunny Isles Beach. I want to welcome everyone here, the residents, the visitors, and certainly the elected officials that are here from various cities all around. That was a little bit of a joke. I'm not going to name everyone because we have so many important people here. But before we start and before I say a few more words, I want to invite the rabbi to come up to say a prayer for us. Rabbi Amar, please.
It's un gran placer. It's a great pleasure being here. Mayor Svechin, Congressman Byron, all the elected officials and everybody here. You certainly know, with all the Jewish presence here, that it's soon the new Jewish year. And it's very interesting because this is the time where we prepare and introspect and look inside ourselves what we need to change. And a part of changing is electing the right type of leaders, those who care. As King Solomon says, Lev melachim beyad Hashem, the heart of kings and leaders are in the hands of God. So we're going to make sure that we have the right leaders to lead our cities, our country, and our states, and everyone in a way of morality, in a way of success, not only for those who are older, but especially for the new generation. And please God, this should be in good health. During these days, we have the customary of blowing the shofar. This little instrument that you see is a very interesting instrument. It has a small hole at the tip and a big one out at from where the sound comes out from. It shows that when we cry from distress, our salvation comes out in a way that God opens his arms and opens all the blessings for us. So as a sign of blessing for every single one here, I'm going to blow the shofar, and hopefully we could say on this year, shofar, show good. You could say that the rabbi came and he really blew it. I wish you all a wonderful, much success. To all the elected officials, God should grant success. And to all the residents, please God, a year of peace, a year of unity, and a year of good health for every single one of us. Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi. I didn't expect to be so funny. And now, before we have any more remarks, I'm going to invite up Hadass Levy, who's going to sing the national anthem for us. Hadass? Yeah, and then followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. If everyone could please stand up.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Sing us that star-spangled banner in wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave. Thank you. God bless America, and God bless Byron Donald and his family. Thank you so much.
Oh, my. All right, please remain standing. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, my God. The hair on my head is standing up. All right. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Thank you, Hadass. So that was amazing. And I'm just going to say a few words because obviously we have the main event coming up. I want to say how important it is to have Republican representation and leadership. I am so proud that there are so many Republican leaders here, and me as the very first Republican mayor of Sunny Isles Beach. We know that with Republican leadership, we have something that's more important than anything to us, and that's safety. We have some of our police officers here, but you don't even need the police officers here. In Sunny Isles Beach, you can walk anywhere at any time, just not super late on the beach, and you are really, really safe. We stand for all of these things because we are in support of all of these values. We have the lowest millage rate of any city in Miami-Dade County, Broward County, or Monroe County, and we're lowering it again, Aventura, wherever you are. But seriously, we can't take any of this for granted. So many of you, I see so many friends and so many people that fought very hard to come to this country like myself. And none of this, it comes easy. We come from places where you can't say what you want to say. You can't own your home. So coming to America, coming to Florida, living the Floridian dream is so important. And we must continue to fight. Tomorrow's primary is so urgent, and obviously November 3rd as well. It is such an honor to be standing here, and such an honor that we have Congressman, our future governor, coming the day before the primary to Sunny Isles Beach. With that, I want to introduce Representative Demi Basada, please, to say a few words. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone, for being here. I know you're not here for me, but I'm going to take the opportunity first to thank El Tropico Restaurant. Let's give it up for them for being amazing hosts for this venue. Look at this. Look at this packed house. That's unbelievable. You know, I've been asked a lot if I would go north of where my district is. I always say that I have the best district, and I'm not biased at all, right? But the only time I'm willing to come up to Sunny Isles at 5:30 p.m. is for a Byron Donalds event, and I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way, that you may have run into some traffic, but it's worth it, right? And I've also been asked a lot recently, why am I supporting Byron Donalds? Why did I endorse Byron Donalds to be our next governor? You know, he and his wife, Erica, they have the principles and values that we need to lead Florida. There is only one candidate on the ballot who is ready to lead Florida. There is only one candidate who is ready to fight the socialist left. There is only one candidate who can protect our children from radicals. There is only one candidate who can protect the Florida dream, and that is Byron Donalds. We can't take it for granted that he's the only candidate endorsed by President Trump. We can't take it for granted that Miami-Dade has turned red like it should have a long time ago. We can't take it for granted that there are now more registered Republicans in the state of Florida than Democrats. We need everyone to get out and vote tomorrow and to get out in November because we need Byron Donalds. Now, I'm going to introduce and bring up the next person that you might recognize from your television screen on occasion, Gianno Caldwell. Come on up.
Thank you so much. Okay. You handed it to me and turned it off, huh? She said, enough is enough. Anybody in here love America? Does anybody in here love this flag? Does anyone want to keep our country great? And there's only one way we can really do that, especially in the state of Florida, and that's by electing Byron Donalds governor. Well, I'm so honored to be here. Again, my name is Gianno Caldwell. I'm a Fox News political analyst. I'm also the founder of the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety. So as you can imagine, if for some of you that are in the room knowing my story, public safety is extremely important to me. June 24th, 2022, my life changed forever when my innocent teenage baby brother, Christian, was murdered in Chicago. I was already living here in the state of Florida. Thank God we don't have those safety issues. But recognizing that this can happen anywhere in the country when you don't have elected officials who are willing to hold criminals accountable. We've seen what happened in Chicago. You see the killings every weekend. You see what happens in Los Angeles and other liberal places across the nation. Because law and order for those places aren't the rule of the day, as it should be. They allow criminals to run free. They eliminate cash bail and put our lives across the country in jeopardy. And I'm so happy that despite what happened to my brother, I feel honored that with Byron Donalds in the governor's mansion, that it won't happen to families here in the state of Florida. That's really important. We have police officers in here. I thank them for their service. And I thank each and every one of you for showing up here today because you all are the true believers in our republic if we can keep it. Now, I must tell you, Byron has a fight ahead. We're going to have a Democrat that he'll come up against. Hopefully, he's going to win tomorrow. I believe that he will. I feel very strongly about it. I posted a op-ed in foxnews.com today. You can go check that out, endorsing his candidacy. We're going to have to stay on the ground. We're going to have to ensure that these 1.5 million more Republican voters in our state come out to support Byron Donalds and the Republican ticket. Absolutely. And I want each and every one of you to commit tomorrow to bring in friends, family, calling people, send out op-eds, whatever it is. Get them to the polls tomorrow and vote, and let this be a resounding victory. Let this be a slam dunk, and let the state of Florida know that we are not going to give up on the great state that we live in by electing somebody that shouldn't be in that office. So I want to say again, thank you for being here. God bless America. And God bless each and every one of you. Thank you.
Okay, the moment that you've all been waiting for. We went a little bit off script, but that's okay because we know how to get things done here in Sunny Isles Beach. Everyone, I want to welcome the man of the hour, our future governor, Congressman Byron Donalds. If everyone could please stand.
Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now. In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still hot, knock your shell off. My money stacked fat, plus I can't turn the swell off. The franchise doing big business, I live this, it's automatic. I win this, so you hear those horns, you finished. A soldier, and I stay under you fighting. Plus I'm storming on you chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you breaking me, kid, I'm harder than nails. Plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of the jail. I'm slaughtering stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they could run with my division, but they gone fishing with no bait. Kid, your boy hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3-second tan. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me, my time is now.
It's gon' be what it's gon' be. 5 pounds of courage, buddy base, 10 pants with a gold tee. It's a war,
Man.
victory step of all stands.
We were in the car, and we're out back, and my wife and I are talking. 18 months ago, we started this campaign to become the Republican nominee for governor. 18 months ago. Kickoff rally in Bonita Springs. The final rally here in Miami. Because tomorrow, you're going to the polls. And tomorrow night, we will be the Republican nominee for governor in Florida. And I gotta tell you, a lot of my friends, people who've been with me, Tila, Poros, Redondo, Madam Mayor, thank you so much for hosting us here. My friend, your law partner, Demi, Kevin, so many have been here. Giano, my brother, love you, brother, my brother. I'm a little too honey. Ladies and gentlemen, the next First Lady of the great state of Florida, Erica Donalds.
Thank you. You saw that, right? He's getting emotional, y'all. He's getting emotional. And he's right. This has been an amazing journey over the last 18 months. Many of you have been with us, not just for the past 18 months, but some of you from day one, when he was elected to the Florida House in 2016, when he went to Congress in 2020, and here, when you're about to send him to Tallahassee in 2026, and we are so grateful. But for me, it started much further back. You know, we say our first date, because when you're in college, you don't really get to go on dates, right? We didn't have any money for all that. But what we mark as our first date is Valentine's Day 2000. So we met when we were 19 and 21 at the Florida State University. Yeah, go Noles, go Noles. But we love all of you. We love all of you. But the journey began then for us. And it wasn't just about, of course, you want to graduate college, you want to get a career. So, both of us will say he was majoring in finance and I was majoring in accounting because we didn't want to be poor. Because we knew what it was like to be poor. We both grew up without having anything. And we both worked our way through college. And when we graduated college and we were dating, we actually graduated right after September 11th. And we're hoping to get jobs in the finance industry. That was very difficult at the time. We moved to Naples, where my mom was living at the time. We got married. At that time, Byron was still working at Cracker Barrel. He was moving furniture on the weekends. I had taken a job as a staff accountant. I was doing Kelly services on the weekends, answering phones in temp work. And we had our first child, all within about 18 months of one another. But we started to climb out of the debt hole that we were graduated in when it comes to student debt, those pesky credit cards that they pass out when you're in college and they get you. And we snowballed our Dave Ramsey'd our way out of that debt. We had more children. We built our careers. Byron started in banking, worked his way up through just dedication, hard work, keeping his head down. I worked at the same company from being that staff accountant all the way to being the chief financial officer of that company and a partner. And that happens through the American dream, being alive and well here in Florida, and meritocracy, and being able to achieve because you have the ability and you have the work ethic to do so. That's what America's all about. It happens through the grace of God. And we've been serving him since we graduated college, and we dedicated our lives to him and his calling on our lives. It happens through community, being supported by people from our church, our pastors, the right mentors, the right neighbors and friends that we've surrounded ourselves with over the years. And coming to this point now, it's because we've also made great connections with supporters like you all, people who love this country, who love this state, who love their God, and love each other enough to be here on a Monday night and support a great candidate and a great leader who's going to make an incredible governor of Florida. I tell him all the time he has to earn my vote too, and how he does that is by being a principled, strong leader that I know that I can always count on. And having been married to him for 23 years and raised 3 amazing children together, I can tell you he is that. He's the same person today as he was 23 years ago, as he was 14 years ago when he first ran for Congress and first learned about the Constitution and why we're principled conservatives. And he's going to be that same person as he governs this state and leads Florida into the next stratosphere that we've built upon for the last 30 years. And so I'm so proud to be here and to introduce you to my husband, the next governor of Florida, Byron Donalds.
And by the way, you look amazing. She looks good. He's over here like, yeah, she does. Hey, man, that's my wife, man. First of all, thank you guys for packing this place out. Thank you. Thank you. Second of all, oh my goodness, Senator Ana Maria Rodriguez is here. It's great to see you. Love you. I've known her for a long, long time. Long time. Second of all, are you ready to take Florida to the next level? Because here's what we're gonna do, everybody. When it comes to insurance, we are gonna push costs down in our state. That's what we're gonna do. When it comes to housing, we're gonna make it more affordable for young people to get into the housing game. Because they gotta be able to afford the Florida dream. When it comes to our economy, it's going to continue to grow and be bigger for higher paying jobs for the people of our state, because we just became the 14th largest economy in the world, and we are on our way to the 10th largest economy in the world. When it comes to traffic, we got to build our roads faster. And you guys know that here in Miami more than anybody else. But I want you to know that you're going to have a friend who's going to be in the governor's mansion, who's not going to forget about how long it takes to go from east to west and west to east in Miami-Dade. Because we have roads to build. When it comes to law enforcement, we will always back the blue. And we will always make sure that law and order is number one. And when it comes to working with my friend President Donald Trump and the best Secretary of State in America, Marco Rubio, Florida will be a friend to a free Cuba once and for all, a free Cuba. Cuba will have a friend here in Florida. We're going to have more commerce and more enterprise come through our state. We are quickly becoming a financial hub in the Western Hemisphere. 5 hours up the road, we are doing all the launches in commercial space. We are going to lead this hemisphere and when it comes to commercial space, that's launching rockets, it's drone technology, it's aerospace, it's defense. These are high-paying jobs for engineers and for scientists, but they're also high-paying jobs for machinists and contractors and welders and electricians. We want everybody in our state to be able to have their shot at the Florida dream. Because like my wife told you, that's the dream that she and I built in our personal lives over the last 30 years. You see, I remember some of those early days. And as we've been on the trail the last week or so, it's come up more and more. What she didn't tell you was that after our oldest son was born, and by the way, he's now 22 years old, and he has a job, and he's out of the house. This is a big development, big development. But what she doesn't tell you is that after he was born and she was still working at her company, she wanted to go get her master's. And she got her master's at FAU in accounting. Yeah, so she's also an owl. And so when she was going back to school, she would work all day, come home, and study all night. And I became dad and mom to our youngest son. I was making dinner. I changed a lot of diapers. I put him to bed. I woke him up for school. You know, dads aren't too creative when it comes to wardrobe, so everything I wore, he wore. I was in a polo, he was in a polo. I was in sneakers, he was in sneakers. But that's what you do as a family. As a family, you stay together, you stay united, you help each other build. And along the way, something dramatic happens. You build that Florida dream for yourself. We want our young men in Miami and all through Florida, we want them to be ready to hit the ground running when they graduate high school. So they can find a young lady who believes in them, and together they get married and have kids and they build that dream for themselves. That's what we want to see in our state. We are the very best in all of America here in Florida. The very best. The reason why so many people are coming to our state, although the beaches are beautiful and the weather is phenomenal, even in the middle of August where it is hot. Caliente, hot. It's hot. That's about the only Spanish word I got in the repertoire, y'all. Just letting you know. Just letting y'all know. Rizzo, you gotta bail me out, bro. I was playing with you. I know I did it on purpose. I'm always playing with these two. Real quick, stand up real quick. Come here. You get over there. You get over there. I mess with them all the time. These are my attorneys. It's the law offices of Blanco and Rizzo. So I mess with them all the time. And I mix them up sometimes, but it's all love. It's all love. It's all good. Love you, brother.
Love you.
Love you, brother.
Next governor right there. Amen.
Love you. But that's what we want. Listen, when I came here, trunk full of clothes. The online stuff is real. Trunk full of clothes. I had nothing when I came here. My mom did her very best so that I could stand on her shoulders. The last 30 years I've lived in this state, I've built everything in my life. So when you go to the polls tomorrow, understand that the person you're voting for is somebody who loves this state. I love this state like I love my wife and I love my kids. I want everybody to succeed in Florida. Everybody. That's what I want to see. And the way we do that in our system is we go and we vote. Benjamin Franklin famously said, when they created the Constitution, he came out of that hot hall in Philadelphia, and they asked him, Dr. Franklin, what do we have? Do we have a monarchy or a republic? And he said to the lady that asked him, we have a republic, if you can keep it. What separates us from every other country on the face of this planet is that you are free to seek your own interests and build your own happiness and speak freely and love your family and make money and pass that on to your future. What makes us different is that this government and our state, we stay out of your way and not on your back. In Florida, the reason why more people keep coming is because they've had enough of New York. They've had enough of Illinois and New Jersey and Massachusetts. They don't want Connecticut anymore. They're done with Washington State and Oregon and California. Oh my gosh, they just screwed it up. Listen, we have great weather in Miami, but California has great weather. But they also got Democrats, and it's a problem. So we are now the mantle of leadership in the United States. We are now the example in the United States. And the only way we keep it is you have to get out there and vote. Who's voted already? Who's going tomorrow? Well, tomorrow I need you to get out and vote. And I'm asking for your vote to be the Republican nominee so we can keep Florida #1 and we can keep Florida free. Now we got to take care of a little bit of business. We have another election after tomorrow. In 79 days, Floridians are going to have to choose the direction of this state. The Democrats are running this guy named David Jolly. David Jolly is a Trojan horse for the Democrat Socialists of America. David Jolly still thinks it's okay for boys to play in girls' sports. So stupid. Only him and the WNBA think this is okay. Nobody else thinks this is okay. David Jolly still thinks it's okay to transgender kids. Craziness. We are going to protect the puberty of young kids here in this state. We're going to protect their puberty because young girls are supposed to grow up to become women and mothers. Young boys are supposed to grow up to become fathers and leaders. And we're going to protect their puberty and not have the insanity of the left wreck their futures. We're going to protect that here in Florida. David Jolly said that Dr. Fauci had unimpeachable judgment. This is a guy that when Ron DeSantis kept our state open and kept our state free, this guy packed his bags and went to Pennsylvania. And then he said that Ron DeSantis was wrong about how he managed COVID. And he sided with the lockdowns. Anybody who picks Fauci over Florida does not have the judgment to lead our state into the future. So he has to be defeated. You want to talk about affordability? David Jolly's a career Capitol Hill staffer. Never worked a day in his life in the real world. Never had to cut his teeth and understand what it is to actually build something. To make something. Folks, if you ever saw one of my congressional challenge coins, it's written in Latin on the backside. And on the backside in Latin, it says, started from the bottom. That's what it says. And when my team originally asked, why would I put that on a challenge coin? I said, because I always wanted that coin for people to understand that nothing is given. You have to earn it. You have to get it. And for me, it was built from the bottom. So when people are struggling in this state and they want to make ends meet and they want it to be more affordable and they want to build the Florida dream for themselves, this is something I know, this is something I've done, and this is what I want to see for the people of Florida. So the choice is clear in 79 days. Are we going to keep Florida free? Yes. Are we going to keep Florida red? Yes. Well, we have to do the thing that we have always done the last 30 years in this state. We have to tell the Democrats, hell no, you get no power. Because they can keep the crazy in California, they can have the nonsense of Chicago, and they can keep and have AOC and Mamdani in New York, but they will not have power in Florida. Are you with me, Miami? Well, let's make sure and let's win tomorrow night. Go vote. And in 79 days, let's keep Florida red. I love you guys. Thank you for your support. And God bless Florida, and God bless America. I'm gonna make sure they know. All right, so check this out. I'm gonna come back and take pictures. But I gotta go do this CBS deal. Because somebody's gotta talk to the fake news and set them straight. All right.